Hello, friends. James Stevenson with another episode of Who's Hating Hard on Tesla Today? It's a familiar name. Today's episode is also an episode of Dunkin on Munkin. Those of you who are fans of that series, like Loki is, will know today's episode will feature posts from the person hiding behind the fake name Brad Munkin, or the fake handle name Brad Munkin on X. Let me roll the Who's Hating Hard on Tesla Today sizzle before I forget to. And I'll show you this post that I put out a couple of days ago on X with hashtag Tesla at fresh 2-year highs. Can anybody get a wellness check on incredibly prescient short seller at Brad Munkin? So this guy's not a perfect contraindicator the way Jim Cramer is, because he's always telling you should short Tesla. Even when Tesla's at the peak, he's telling you should short it, right? I just wanted to point out, when Tesla was at its lowest points over the past 2 years, this guy was telling you to short Tesla. And it's not just me saying that, friends. That's not my unfair characterization of the message he was trying to get across. And to prove it, I'll just read directly the quotes from these posts featured on this stock chart, showing you, if I scroll down just a little bit, over the past 2 years, what Tesla's stock price has been doing. So this chart begins in mid-December 2022, which is where we find the first of 3 screenshots I have overlaid on top of the chart. This one from Motorhead on December 26th, the day after Christmas. What was Brad Munkin doing? He was reading this Christmas Day tweet from Wolf at Wolf_Financial. What is your investment strategy in 3 words or less? Well, Motorhead Brad Munkin did not need 3 words. He needed 2. Short hashtag Tesla is all he said here, which had been a pretty good idea for the previous couple of weeks. Then what was he saying 4 weeks later? On January 20th of 2023, Happy New Year 2023, aside from my short in hashtag Tesla, I've got the following cocktail of hashtag Tesla puts. Pray for my soul. So what is he listed off here? It's 5 different put options he purchased, hoping that Tesla would trade below the stock prices you're about to hear me read out as the strike prices on these put options by the deadline specified on each of those put options that he purchased. So for the puts expiring a week later, he needed the stock price to be below $115. As you can see on the chart here, this is the 120 line here. So very quickly, the stock price rose above 120. Then he bought the 129s. So he definitely lost money on those, because look how quickly the stock price rocketed up. So whatever he paid for them, he didn't get that back when he sold them. If he sold them, maybe they expired worthless with Tesla above 129. He bought the February 3rd $124 strike put options. He bought the June 23rd $110 strike put options, the September 14th $50 put options, and the January 2025 $25 put options with the caption Allahu Akbar at the bottom, and the hashtag TeslaQ, letting you know he believes Tesla will go bankrupt, is what his message was at the end of this post. And finally, the last post here comes from his blog, Brad Munkin's dumb blog, bradmunkin.substack.com, if you want to go read it and find out what he's saying about Tesla, so you'll know the opposite must be true. I'm confident that earnings will disappoint in Q1 and the rest of the year, so plan to be short ahead of Q1 earnings results in late April. But I don't want to be short on April 2nd's Q1 production and delivery report when weak numbers have been this well flagged. What was he saying here? He said, don't short Tesla here. Wait and short Tesla here. Literally, the lowest price Tesla has traded at this year, 2024, there hasn't been a day when Tesla traded below, lower than the price that it was trading on the day Brad Munken's dumb blog advised that you should start shorting Tesla. And immediately after earnings, the stock price shot right up over $180. So poor Brad Munchen has been getting his face ripped off shorting Tesla. Will he ever learn? We don't know. And with that, I will check back in with Loki in his bed. Loki, do you know? Will the short seller hiding behind the fake name Brad Munchen ever stop shorting Tesla? We don't know. And with that, I will thank you for watching this video. Remind you to like the video if you haven't liked the video yet. And thank all of my subscribers and those who support me, especially my two executive producers, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com, and I'll see you in the next one.